Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we are taking your guys' chart requests from the live chat and from over here inside of the Discord. We left off yesterday at AMD, so we're just going to continue to go on down this list right here and just continue to hit your guys' chart requests in this video. We're going to be starting with AMD today. As always, if you guys are on the live chat, drop those chart requests in the chat and I'll be taking some from there as well. One thing before we get started, guys, make sure you go enter the 1000 XRP giveaway. That is happening in about 9 days on June 18th. One person is going to win 1000 XRP, and you guys can enter that over here inside of the giveaways tab. That is right under the live requests tab, where you can put your chart requests for these videos. Our chart request videos are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If you guys have those chart requests, like I said, just put them right here in the live request thread. We're going to be starting today with AMD. And if you guys are on the live, again, just drop your chart request there in the chat. AMD, guys, we are selling this name right now. We are short chips right now, at least with our strategy. Again, these names have had massive moves off of their bottom. So with our trading strategy, guys, what we look to do is we trade a weekly chart here. And what we look to do is we look to buy when this wave is down here. The blue wave is below this white line. Okay, that is when we want to be buying. So really, we haven't had a buying opportunity on AMD since back here in April when it was $80. Well, it's sitting up here at $478. Okay, $478 up from 90, where we got our signal back here in April of 2025. That's a massive trade. You could have actually took a trade on this. I know the wave wasn't below the white line, but it got pretty close there in March. That came at around $200. And again, you're sitting, I think it hit around 530. So that was around the 160% move there. Again, and we want to sell the red dots up here. Normally when you get a red dot up here is when you experience some type of pullback. And you guys know the cheat sheet. If you guys are new here, again, we have a cheat sheet over here in the Discord. Again, the mean, right, the average, when we are way up off the mean, when we are way up off the average, this is when people are very excited, right? Everyone's excited about chip stocks. Chip stocks are the best thing in the world. You compare chip stock to something like crypto right now, right? Everybody hates crypto because we're down here. But everybody loves chips because, again, they've gone up for the last year or 2 years, straight up into the right. And again, that mean on the chart, right, that average, okay, the one that we like to focus on here the most is the 4-year moving average. Okay, the 4-year moving average is the blue line. So again, when you get that extension off of the mean, when price is sitting way up here and the mean is way down here, this is when we want to sell. This is when we want to get out. This is when we want to take our profits, and we want to wait till it returns to the mean, right? So if you look at the 4-year average, it's sitting down here at 165 on AMD. Again, that's a 65% premium. So that's like going to Costco and saying, and there's a sign outside of Costco that says, hey, everything's 65% more expensive, right? And then people are running into the store to buy everything, right? It's stupid, right? It's dumb, okay? As investors, we want to buy great companies at great prices. Is AMD a great company? Yes, absolutely. Is it at a great price if we look at the 4-year average? Absolutely not, right? A great price, right? A fair price is you're buying it at the average, right? Meaning you're touching that blue line. Okay, and down below it, that's a discounted price. Up here, right, very, very expensive. So, again, that's just the way we trade. Again, we don't like to take trades 65% up off the averages. We either want to buy into the average or below the average. You can see it bounced right here on the white line. So the white line is the 1-year moving average. Okay, we use the 2-month, the 1-year, and the 4-year moving average. Okay, so we always want to look where the mean is. If we're way up off these averages, we're never buying. We're never buying when this wave is up here, right? We're only buying when the wave is down here, and we are swing traders. These trades take 1 to 6 months to play out, right? If you got in on that green dot back there in March at around 200, right, you made 170%. That's a huge trade. That's a great trade. We're happy with 100%. We're happy with 50%. We're happy with 60%, right? 160%, and you're like, oh, I want more, I want more, I want more. Okay? That is greed. That is greed. Again, if you believe in the company, you're going to hold it for 20 years, that's just not our strategy, right? We want to buy low and sell high. and then just repeat the process, right? I'd be taking profits on AMD right here and going into a beat up sector like altcoins like Ethereum. Look at Ethereum in regards to the 4-year moving average. Ethereum is down, right, 34% below the average. So again, if I'm a trader, if I'm looking at, okay, let's look at these things over the last over the 4-year averages, right? Sell this, rotate your capital out of tech and go into a beat up sector like altcoins, like buy something like Ethereum. And again, you just buy it and you hold it until it gets back up here. Again, everyone was excited about Ethereum up here in August at 5,000. Now nobody wants it down here at 1,600. Right? It's just the way the market goes. It's the psychology of the market. It's how it works. When things are going up, people want to buy. When things are going down, they want to sell. This is when we want to buy, okay? And then we just hold until we get back up to this area. Typical time frame for us is 1 to 6 months. You guys will learn all that in the free trading course over here. If you guys are new, I got a free trading course. The next one we're looking at here is Sushi and Atom, 2 cryptocurrencies here. Sushi... This is like an OG coin right here, but this thing's been a rug pull since it came out, so that thing looks pretty ugly. I'd avoid that. I'd rather buy something like Ethereum or Chainlink. Atom, your other request was a good one. I like Atom here. Okay, this one's down here at a 2020 low, so the lowest price since 2020. That's a 6-year low. These guys pay up to 19. I'm earning 19% right now on Coinbase just by staking my coins. So I'm earning 19% APY by staking on Coinbase. And again, I'm just going to ride this thing out until the wave comes back up here. But I do like Atom down here at these levels. If you want to buy it, I think this looks like a great time, right? The lowest price in 6 years. If you believe in the protocol, if you believe in the project. Again, if you're buying something at a 6-year low, if Amazon was at a 6-year low, you bet you would be buying it up, right? If you believe in Cosmos, right? I think the 20% staking rewards is just awesome. Okay, and again, they're down here at $2. Everyone wants to buy it up here at 40, but no one wants to buy it down here at $1.70. Okay, down here you're always like, or up here you're always like, man, I wish I would have bought down here, right? So I do like Atom here. It's trying to find a bounce here. They just actually got listed on Robinhood as well. I think that was today or yesterday, which is, in my opinion, very bullish news. What do we got here in the chat? I see one here for Derek for Intuit. This thing just keeps falling. This thing just keeps going down. I'd wait for the monthly on this. Someone said the other day that this thing is falling because they're going to abolish the IRS, which would be awesome. But I don't know. I mean, this thing is just a falling knife. I'd wait for the monthly on this. I mean, this is a huge company, and they are way down. They're down from 800 all the way down here to 290. While I like that, that doesn't mean that we're going to stop falling here, right? We're looking for that green dot there on the monthly for Intuit. Compound, that's another cryptocurrency I see here from the chat. Nice little bounce there off the bottom. Wow, really nice bounce there on the weekly. I like this one over $14. Just set a stop loss at 14. That green dot will be the confirmation of the bottom. Again, it's sitting right here at the 2022 low, right? We went from 16 all the way up to 137. So a lot of people getting involved in crypto recently, guys, don't even know what a bull market looks like. Okay, if you've gotten involved in the last couple years of crypto, you guys don't even know what a crypto bull run looks like. I mean, most of these cryptos, right? You look at Ethereum over the last year, right? I mean, look at this. From August when we got our sell signal up here to now, you're talking 10 months down in a row. I mean, for 10 months, we have not seen any upward action. We've had a few spikes, but we haven't seen this run since last year, okay, on Ethereum. We haven't seen the big move up since last year. So, again, after a 10-month drop is normally when, right, you will see a bottom. We'll probably bottom out somewhere between 1,500 and 1,700 here. Again, all we're doing is just waiting for our signals, right? We want to buy the green dots down here. If you bought right here at 1,900, like I did, what you should be doing right now is just sitting on your hands waiting for another signal, right? I normally average down if my position goes down 20%. Okay, right now I think my Ethereum position is down 20%. I did buy some yesterday. And again, I'm just waiting for the wave to come back up here. That could be in 2 months. That could be in 3 months. From here to here last time, right, when we hit 1,500 on Ethereum, from there to August, that was a 5-month buy and hold period, right? Buying here, selling here, that took 5 months. So right now, we're buying for the prices like toward the end of the year, right? If you're buying Ethereum now, you're looking out to like January, right? You're looking January. Our typical time frame is 1 to 6 months. Again, I don't know how fast or how long it's going to take to recover. We just listen to the signals. When we see our red dot, we'll take profits like we did back here in August. And when we get the next green dot, we're just going to continue to add to the project because, again, we're long-term believers in what we buy. If you don't believe in what you're buying, that's probably why you have anxiety about your position. right? Buying Ethereum here at 1900 or buying it down here at 1700 isn't really going to matter if we think it's going back to 5000, right? It'll matter a little bit, but really in the end, we're not going to lose sleep over it when it hits 1000, right? Because we bought it 1900 and it ended up going down $200, right? It's just, right, if you can't sit through a 20% dip in crypto, guys, don't trade crypto. It's the most volatile asset class in the world. I see one here for IBM. Yeah, if you guys got those requests in the chat, drop them. IBM's pulling back after a big spike. So we did get up into the red zone. See, if you guys are familiar with our trading strategy, where we look to sell is in this red zone here on the daily. Okay, we have a very specific set of rules here over in the Discord. Again, these are our trading rules. We have 2 buying strategies. We have 2 selling strategies that cover all this inside the trading course here. You guys could take my free trading course if you're new, but sell strategy number 1 is we sell a red dot in the red zone on the daily chart. So zooming into the daily chart here, right? The red zone, when you get up into that zone, we got to sell something, right? Because if you bought down here at 220, I mean, you were up around 80%, right? When a stock runs that hot, that fast, and I know I've talked about this a little bit over this week, but when you see the separation between the EMA ribbons, right, and the price, is normally when you're going to get a pullback, and it did pull back here. What I'd be looking for is a green dot here on the daily to confirm that bottom. I'd like to buy this one closer to the yearly moving average at like 260. It is approaching that, but hopefully you took some profits on this up here around 320 when you got that sell signal right there. What else we got? Marlog, what's going on? Mike, how you doing, brother? Zcash, ZEC, Zcash. Yeah, so again, look at the wave. Where's the wave? It's up here. We don't buy up here. We buy down here. I don't like Zcash here. I would be a seller of Zcash right now. Either a seller or I would put a stop loss at like 375. If it breaks 375, I would dump it. It's just, again, looking at the weekly chart, look where we're at. Again, do we buy when the wave's up here or do we buy when it's down here? No, we want to sell when the wave's up here given red dot. I would set a stop loss at, like I said, like 380. If it breaks 380, right, sell it because you don't want to ride it all the way back down, right? It did have a bunch of buyers stepping in here, but I would exit. I would be exiting Zcash here. Candy said, how many Spartans are thinking about buying SpaceX later this week? Thoughts? I'm not touching any IPO. This market is so stupid right now. I mean, you look at the QQQ, right? The QQQs, right? Everything is just very overextended right now. I wouldn't trust the SpaceX. It could probably pump a little bit in the beginning. It'll probably go up, but I got a bad feeling about it. All these IPOs coming here at the all-time highs of the market. I would just be very careful if you guys are buying any IPOs here. Excuse my dogs. SATS. SATS, again, where's the wave? Up here. So we're taking profits or we're setting a stop loss right there at 109. Set a stop loss at 109. That thing lost the 9 EMA, so I'd be a seller here. What else we got? IT. Gartner. I think we were looking at this the other day. This thing's been beat up really bad. I told you guys, hey, watch 139, right? You want to watch that low at 139. That's just the lows down here. So I'd be a buyer down here with a stop loss at 139. Target is always up here in the red zone. The target would be up here at 400. So I just like to see it hold these lows from back here in February at 140. So I'd put a stop loss at 139 and let that puppy ride. KRMN. That one's sinking. We need the signal on that. You need the green dot on that one. Bobby says HTGC. Monthly green dot and daily just showed up. Nice. Yeah, that looks good, dude. That looks really good over 15. Over $15, that looks good. I'd be a buyer of that one. You could put a stop loss at $14.90 if you want to limit your risk to the downside, but that looks good. Yeah, it's got the daily and the monthly. That's a good setup. Just make sure it holds on to 15. You could even move your stop loss. Put it right there at like 1460. 1460 on the stop loss. Zcash had bad news. Yeah, they fell pretty hard. I would exit Zcash right now. I think there's some better names to own that are just trading at stupid valuations. What else we got? Merlin. It's too new, so I can't really tell you anything on this one. I can't say anything on that one. I'm sorry. If I don't have any data on my indicator, I can't tell you. The reason there's no data on the indicator is just because it just came out back here in March. So there's not enough data to populate. That's another reason why I'm not going to buy SpaceX or any of these Open AI, any of that stuff. Because again, I trade off data. I don't trade off of what, I hope to buy SpaceX and I hope it goes to the moon, right? I hope is not a strategy, right? We make all of our trades based off of what is on the chart. And based off of fundamentals. Obviously, we have to believe in what we're buying. We have to know what our projects, know what our cryptocurrencies and the companies do, and believe that they're going to be around for a long time. We don't buy meme coins or fart coins or anything like that, right? But also we need to see what the data says, because you could buy the best asset in the world, right? You could just say, let's just say Bitcoin is the best asset in the world, okay? I'm just using this as an example. Don't roast me in the comments. But if you're buying Bitcoin because it's the greatest company or the greatest asset in the world, but you're buying it at a bad price, and a bad price, like I discussed at the beginning of this video, is when the price is extended off the 4-year, right? Like it was back here at 125 when everybody was losing their mind back here in September, right? It just kind of counters what we're doing here, right? We want to buy great companies, great assets at a great price. If it's a great company but a bad price, do we want to buy it, right? Like MU, arguably, I mean, you just go on Twitter, it's the greatest company in the world. Just listen to what everybody has to say about it. It's the greatest company in the world, right? But is it at a great price in regards to the average over the last 4 years? Has it had these monster moves up in the past? Yes. And what happens? It pulls back into the mean. It pulls back into the 4-year average, right? So again, great companies at great prices. No one's arguing that MU is a bad company, right? Great company, great earnings, yada, yada, yada. Okay, it checks all the boxes. But is it at a great price? No. See, as technical traders, we want to get the great price. And how do we know we're getting a great price? Again, we look at the mean. We reference, hey, where is the 4-year average at, right? We pull this up. Is the price way up off the 4-year average? Is it below the 4-year average, or is it at the 4-year average, right? Fair price, discounted price, expensive price, right? In caveman terms, right? Expensive, discount, good. Good, great, bad, right? You guys picking up what I'm throwing down here? You guys get it. You guys get it. You guys have been around for a minute. Derek says, thank you for all the information. You changed how I trade and increased my profits. Happy to do it, brother. Yeah, long-term wins. Long-term wins. Everyone wants to be a day trader. Everyone wants to get rich quick. If getting rich quick was easy, everyone would be doing it. Everyone would be rich, right? It's not easy to sit through, right? If you guys didn't sell up here with us, right? We started buying Ethereum down here at 1900. It's not easy to sit through a 20% drop, but logically, does it make sense to sell when something's on discount 34%? Would it make sense if tomorrow Costco was everything was 40% off, and you took the keys away from your wife and said, no, you're not going. We're not buying anything for 40% off. We're not doing it. We're actually going to go return stuff or something, right? This is when everyone's running out of the store, when things are on discount like this, right? You got all the influencers saying a bear market's coming, bear market started right here, guys. The bear market started right here in August of last year. It's almost over, okay, for altcoins. It's almost over. And if I still had a position on MU, I would be selling all the MU, all the AMD, all the Intel, everything. I'd sell it all, and I'd put it all into crypto, all of it. Ethereum, Chainlink, Aerodrome, right? These huge crypto projects that are going to be massive in the future. Okay, we'd be loading up. We'd just be loading our bags up. And if you're not taking profits up here on these names, on these chip stocks, you're greedy. Because again, eventually, these guys, the smart money, who doesn't buy up here, who buys down here and buys here, are going to take profits. And when they take profits, what happens? Go to the floor, right? They need people buying up here, guys. You guys understand that? These guys can't sell unless there's people buying up here. So all the people on Twitter saying, oh, MU is so undervalued and da-da-da-da-da-da, right? After it just ran up, right? Look at Intel. It's up. It is up 570% on the year, right? They're saying it's undervalued, right? These guys they can't sell unless you buy up here. So again, when retail's buying, when retail's screaming about it, it's too late, right? Because these guys loaded up right down here at the lows. And vice versa, right? These guys can't buy down here unless you're selling, right? So all the people panic selling crypto right now, these guys, the smart money, they're just licking their chops. They're laughing all the way to the bank, right? Because most retail traders, they're emotional, right? They see their portfolio go down 20, 30% and they panic and they sell and they quit. Which realistically, all you need to do is just sit on your hands. If you believe in the asset class, if you believe in what you're buying, in time, it should come back, right? If you're buying a good asset and a good company. If you're not buying meme coins and penny stocks and things like that, you're buying these good companies that have actual earnings and actual utility and actual adoption happening, right? You should believe it's going to be higher. It might take a year. It might take 6 months. It might take 2 months. It might take 2 years, right? There's no really way to tell. But Warren Buffett says when your stock goes lower or your asset goes lower, you should be happy. Right? And that's really hard for people to grasp, right, in their minds, because again, it sucks when it's happening, but ultimately in the long term, right, if we're still going to work, if we're still earning a paycheck every week and every other week or every month, and we're investing 10% of it, right, 10% of it or 15% of it into our portfolios every single week, right, we should be happy. We're buying it at lower prices. We're getting more at a lower price, And then when it comes back up here, we dump it all. We sell it all, right? And then we just wait for it to reset. So, again, that's the strategy. And again, we're just referencing the 4-year average. We want to buy below it, into it, never up off of it, okay? And this is where a lot of retail wants to tell you to buy. What else we got? I see one here for PEE and XPEV. PE, are you serious? P coin? P coin, dude? PEE? You mean PE? I don't see that one. And if you're requesting P coin, I'm going to remove you from the Discord. I'm just joking. I won't do that. But again, we don't really trade meme stocks here, guys. We don't do it at all, actually. Except I guess I do have one meme coin in my portfolio. I have good old Mr. Trump's meme coin that I bought at $2 and it's down to $1.65. Trash. Billy, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the Spartan Army. XPEV, this one's got a red dot this week, so what I do is use a stop loss right there at 14. Anytime I see a red dot on the chart and I'm not sure about a position, I use a stop loss, but this looks pretty weak here. That looks pretty weak. You really want it to hold on. Put a stop loss at 1450. That's the bottom of the Fibonacci. If that breaks, this stock will be in trouble. 1450 on the stop loss for XPEV. Oracle, Oracle's got earnings tomorrow, guys. They got earnings tomorrow, so I'm not going to tell you if it's going up or down for earnings. It's always a gamble. I sold my Oracle up here for like 100% gain at like 250 when we were buying down here at around 140, 135. I did take some profits here off this red dot because they did have earnings coming up. Tomorrow's going to be a crapshoot, right? You guess red or black on which direction it's going to go. We just don't gamble here. And again, when I sold it, it was up here at like 250. I mean, that was sitting almost 40% off of the 4-year average. So happy to take profits right there. If this thing breaks out over earnings tomorrow, I'm not going to be mad. If you want to look to buy it here, I do like the fact that it's into these EMAs, but I normally don't take new positions on companies right before earnings. I'll normally wait for earnings, or maybe I'll take half the position. So say I want to invest like $1,000 into Oracle, I'll do 500 before earnings. And then if it goes down after earnings, I'll put in another 500. I never take a full position before earnings. What else we got? I see one here for Litecoin, LTC, dude. I was actually looking at this the other day. They actually have an ETF that's tradable on Coinbase. But you guys are looking at Litecoin right now, sitting down here, right, at the 2022 low, the lowest price in 4 years. And again, every influencer is telling you it's all over. Sell, right? Sell at the 4-year lows, guys. Sell at the 4-year lows, right? The same people that were telling you guys to buy up here at 120 are telling you to sell down here at the 4-year low. If you believe in Litecoin, which the fact that it has an ETF is very interesting. I am actually thinking about adding Litecoin into the portfolio. because again, it's sitting at a low. I mean, this was the 2020 low as well. We bounced here in 2020 and absolutely rocket shipped. So, if you want to own crypto, guys, it's time to buy crypto. I mean, you're getting a 50% off discount in regards to the 40-year average here, right? If we just go back to the blue line from here, that's a 100% trade for you. I mean, these are stupid discount prices here. So, if you want to wait for the green dot, do it. That's what a disciplined Spartan would do. But I think we bottomed right here at 40. So, again, massive 50% discount in regards to the 4-year here. RGTI from Mark. Guys are on the live, want to join the live chat, hit the join button on the video here. That will get you access to live chat. I'm taking them right here from the live chat and over here from the Discord and the live request thread. Again, we do have a 1,000 XRP giveaway going on if you guys want to become a member of the Discord. It's only about $4 a month if you guys pay for the year in full. That's less than a Starbucks coffee a month, and you guys can get a chance at winning 1,000 XRP here. We got about 623 people entered for that. One person is going to take home 1,000 XRP and going to have a good time with it. And hopefully they're going to do something good with that. Either hold it, because XRP is trading at a great price right now, in my opinion. But again, that drawing will be on June 18th. And if you guys are new as well and you guys haven't seen our new feature over here in the Discord, you can now request any chart at any time. You guys don't have to wait for me to jump on these lives or do my shorts or anything like that. You can get full-on access to any chart over here in the Discord now. All you got to do is come to the chart request thread over here and type in /layout and then hit enter. And then you just click on this Overkill Indicator and then you type in the ticker. So if I wanted to look up XRP because there's a 1,000 XRP giveaway going on, I would just type in XRP. I would click on that. I would hit enter, and it would automatically pull up the weekly chart. You can see someone just requested Mara here. You can see it has a red dot on the chart, and here's XRP's chart. And for some reason, it didn't pull the indicator. That's weird. Let me try it again. /layout XRP. I'm sorry. You want to do Overkill Indicator, so /layout Overkill Indicator, and then where it says ticker, you just type in the ticker here under the chart request thread, and you hit enter. I don't know why I didn't pull I haven't seen that. See if it does it again. It probably will because I'm live. There we go. And you can see all the indicators. You can see what color the dot is, right? You can see the MACD. You can see where the moving averages are, right? You can see where the price is, so on and so forth. So you guys can now get access. You guys can request any chart at any time right now. So this is just Spartan AI, something that I have developed here over the last couple of months. And yeah, man, I'm super excited for this because now you guys can get instant chart requests over here inside the Discord. So that is also a member feature over there in the Discord. So whatever name you're looking at, crypto, stocks, any tradable asset on TradingView, you guys can check out and get access to it in literally seconds. WAL from Mark. Is that that looks like a bank. So that got the signal there last week. I like this one as long as it holds on to that low right there at 77. Set a stop loss at 77 and let that puppy ride there on WAL. Hopefully you were talking about the stock on that one. RGTI, this one's coming down, so it does have a red dot here. So you want to use caution on this, right? You want to probably set a stop loss right there at that low at like 15. Set a stop loss at 15. It does have a red dot. So again, this is a warning sign. Doesn't mean we're 100% going down, but it just means, hey, you should probably manage some risk here, maybe take a little bit off, or set a stop loss right there at around 16 on RGTI. What else we got? Derek in the chat here for KKR. This looks good. It just needs a signal. It looks like it's trying to bottom right there at 86. Looks good. Target would be up here in the red zone at around 140 to 150. Appreciate the shout out, Jeff. You're my brother, man. What else we got? PRCT in the chat. And if I miss your guys' request, just keep putting it in the chat. I kind of just go to the first thing my eyes see, but this looks good. Breaking out here. This looks really good. Looks like a bio-robotics company. Looks good above 25. I'd be a buyer of this one here. That one looks good. Nearby. No data. No data for you, brother. What else we got over here in the cord? Live requests. I think we did ACHR. I heard this one took a tumble today. Yep, got a red dot here too. So again, you want to use a stop loss right here, probably at $5. If it breaks 5, I'd sell it. It did get rejected on the 4-year average, so just how that can act as support, it could also act as resistance. This signal came back here in April at around, well, at around right where it's sitting at right now. So you're about break even if you entered off our signal back here. You could use a stop loss right there at 570 on it. I would put a stop loss there because if 570 breaks, more than likely it'll come back down to this area at around 3 to 360. There again, this company's not making any money, right? 1.6 million in revenue is nothing, right? They're like a penny stock. So we don't normally mess with the penny stocks. So if a company's not making at least like $100 million a quarter, like I'm not even interested, right? They make about 1.6, so that's nothing. DOUL. If you guys could just call out the tickers for me. This looks good. This one looks like it's breaking out, so I like this one with a stop loss at call it 95. Okay, as long as the dot is green, we don't got to worry about a stop loss, but that one looks really strong there over 95. Target on that's up there between 400 and 500. TNSR here from the chat. This one's down here, TNSR USD. Okay, again, down into the right. Sitting at 2 cents. It's at the lowest price it's ever been. So if you believe in it, it's the cheapest it's ever been. So therefore, it'd probably be a good buy, right? If you believe it's going up. SPK USDT. This one's trying to put in a double bottom down here at around $0.015. I would just make sure it holds that support from over here, right? That candle, that's where the buyers step in. You don't want it to go below that level. Good stop loss would be 0.016. H-bar. I got stopped out of H-bar the other day. I believe at 8 cents. Now that I'm stopped out, it'll probably go to the moon, but it still looks good above 7 cents, right? Above the February low. Again, we were lower than this price in February. So some of these names haven't even broke down below their February lows yet. That's why I believe we're sitting in the middle of a bear trap right now when it comes to altcoins. I think we're sitting right here, right? We kind of had a takeoff there in April. Now we're pulling back a little bit, getting ready to ramp up because all the retail, they're exiting, right? Everybody's bearish, everybody's shorting now, everybody's running away. History tells us that the money is made buying in bear markets, folks. The money is made buying in bear markets. The money's not made buying when everyone's excited and we're going up, 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 up and away. The money's made buying after long drawdowns like this. Okay, so we want to buy during the bear markets. We don't want to be scared. We want to be looking for reasons to buy. Our reason to buy is these green dots down here. And you've gotten 1, 2, 3 of these all here around 8 to 9 cents. Again, H-bar was up here at 40 cents back here in December of 2024. Okay, this thing went from 4 cents to 40 cents in 30 days. It took 30 days, 1 month to go up 1,000%. That's how fast crypto can turn. So I'm loving these prices down here. What else we got? Over here in the Discord, we got AMPX. No, I skipped PLTR. PLTR, I made a TikTok on this today. Red dot right there. So again, we want to use a stop loss right there at 120. Okay, that's the macro level here. Again, these tech stocks, they scare me, guys. If you guys are following along with my portfolio, you know I'm long on SOXS right now. SOXS, this is a daily semiconductor bear ETF. It's a leveraged ETF. This thing hit $7 today, but if tech sells off, right, if these chip stocks sell off, like I think they're going to, right, Intel, everything, right, they're way the heck up here, right, there's not really anyone with a brain left buying this, right, everyone that's buying up here just doesn't know how markets move, right, and that's a 60% premium. So my money's on tech coming down, guys. My money is on tech coming down. So if you're in PLTR, what I would do off this red dot is set a stop loss right there at 119. If it breaks 119, I would sell it and look to buy it around 90. But this is one of the most overvalued stocks on the planet right now. What else we got? AMPX. Red dot here, I'd sell it. VITL. Again, anytime this wave is up here, guys, I want to be a seller on these red dots. Okay, all we've been doing is chopping around here from 15 to 20. I'd sell it right here. Okay, and then wait for the wave to come back down here. If you bought on our last signal, you bought back here in September at 85 cents. It's at $18 right now. So again, these are the prices we want. These are not the prices we want. Okay, you got the MACD crossover. Yeah, I'd sell the crap out of AMPX here. VITL. This looks good. Vital Farms. I mean, it's sold off from 54 down to 10. Now it's sitting right here at the 2023 low. So I like this one. This one looks good. It's very beat up. I like it over 850. I'd be a buyer of that one there. You got the MACD crossover as well down there. That's bullish. Meta. Oh, that's a Meta stock. This one's too choppy, man. I don't know. There's just something about big tech, guys, that I don't trust it right now. I do not trust tech right now. Okay, I know we had a huge sell-off today, and then it came back really hard, but to me, that's smart money exiting, right? Smart money starting to take profits. That's why you're seeing this volatility, right? People are starting to take profits, right? The smart money, these guys, they take profits up here, and it's not an over-the-night thing. This is probably going to happen over the next, right, 1 to 6 months. Okay, it could even be a year when you're going to see names like Intel, AMD, right? These things that have just gone on parabolic moves. I mean, this thing's up 600% this year. Okay, if I have $1 billion and I'm up 600%, I'm up $6 billion. Okay, what I'm gonna do if I'm up $6 billion, if I'm a billionaire, is I'm gonna take my profits. That's what I'm gonna do. But again, they can't take their profits unless retail, right? The sheeple, right? Unless they're buying, right? And that's what they're doing right now. Everyone's buying MU. I saw someone the other day on Twitter. I almost laid into the guy, but I didn't. He said MU is the most undervalued stock on the market right now. Do you guys agree with that? A stock that's up 1,500% in a year is the most undervalued stock on the market right now. I mean, that's the retail. Those are the people we're up against, folks. So, again, our mindset is a little different than everybody else's. Again, we think about things logically. To me, looking at a 4-year average makes sense to me, right? If we're so far off the 4-year average, I don't want to buy it. Because again, I'm buying it at a premium. I don't care if it's the greatest company in the world. I don't care if the company cures cancer, right? If it's up here, off the mean, I don't want it. I'll wait for a retracement. I'll wait. I'll be patient, right? Because buying because everyone else is telling you to buy is not a good strategy, right? My general rule is if they're already talking about it, you're too late to the party, right? If they're already talking about it, right? Who was talking about MU back here? Do you guys remember? Back here when we got the green dot, back here in April at $67. Not a soul. There wasn't anybody. I didn't hear the word MU or Micron come out of anybody's mouth down here. Okay? That's what we want. When it's coming out of everybody's mouth, that is what we do not want. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Jeff says, buy into fear, sell into greed. Best advice. Yeah, it's really not rocket science. It just takes patience, right? STM, does this look like a good price right now, guys? This chip stock look like a good price? Up here, 52% off the 4-year? No, red dot, not touching it. Taking profits on STM. This one gave a nice signal back here in December at around 23. Huge move up there. Time to take profits, in my opinion. SLV, silver. Silva. You guys remember when everyone was talking about silver? Silver, buy silver at 110. It's going to 500. Right? I mean, guys, you can't make this up. Okay? This is not a game. This is not a joke. Right? I don't do these videos just to blow smoke at you guys. I want you guys to think about things logically here. Okay? Based on the data. When was everyone talking about silver? When was everyone losing their mind? You guys remember that a few months ago back here in January when we shorted this thing? Again, if they're already talking about it, you're too late. You're too late. Okay? Where was the time to buy silver? Right? Maybe right here at 30? Maybe down here at 20? Up here? When everyone's shouting about it, telling you to buy. No. We don't do that here. 70% premium. Costco. Everything's 70% more expensive today. Come on in. Everything's 70% up. No. That's not what we do. But silver is back into the yearly here. So it bounced in the yearly back here in March of last year. So it's a pretty big support level. If that cracks, I got to imagine this thing will come back down to 37. But I mean, you guys just go watch my videos back here in January when we shorted this. I mean, I was the biggest buffoon on earth, but had a really nice trade on it. And it's still continuing to just melt down. I mean, the momentum is just gone. So we'll just look for a signal on silver. But again, we're not buying until we get the green dot with the wave below, right, the white line there. So Service Now, NOW. Had a nice little bounce today off the bottom. I've been saying, hey, you guys this needs to hold about $100. Okay, we took profits on this one up here at 140. Again, anytime I see price go bananas like this, right, up, I mean, that went up like 60% in 4 days, right? And you got that separation up there. You see the separation off the mean, right? That's normally when it'll pull back into those EMAs. So you want to see this one bounce here at 100. I would say set a stop loss at $100 on this if you're in it. If $100 holds, it looks good. If we can get a green day tomorrow and reverse back up, we're still targeting up here in the red zone. I only sold half my position right here. Right now, I wish I would have sold the whole thing, of course. But again, now we're back down here into the mean. Now we can re-enter the position here on a green dot on the daily, now that the dot is green on the weekly. So I like this thing still above $100. Above 100, it looks good. What else we got? Meta we covered. Just not looking for Meta right now. Sui. Right, we need Meta to just fall to the floor. Sui looks good. I love Sui down here. Again, it's in a downtrend. Had a little fake out right there. Punched it all back, right? We're just simply waiting to average down on our positions on the next green dot. Again, we're sitting down here at the 2024 lows. Lowest prices in 2 years. And again, everyone's telling you to sell and go away, right? They were all telling you to buy it. You guys were around back here in 2024. Everybody was buying Sui up here at $5, right? Everybody was saying buy, buy, buy. $4 or $5, Sui. Now it's down here at 75, and everybody's losing their minds, right? This is right where we want to be. Okay, I bought some right here at around 90 cents to $1, and again, it went the other way. Am I going to panic? Am I going to sell? Am I going to run out of the store now that we're 20, 30% cheaper than we were? No, if anything, I'm just looking to buy more. I'm looking to add to my bag on the next green dot here on the weekly. Okay, my general rule for averaging down is look to average down if price or your position declines 20% or more. So if I buy something with a 2.5% of my total portfolio and it goes down 20%, what am I going to do? I'm going to buy another 2.5% on the next signal if it's down 20%, which Sui would qualify here, okay, because I think I entered right here on that signal around 90 cents to $1, and now it's down here at 75 cents. That's down 25%. So what am I going to do? I'm going to buy more on the next green dot because, again, I'm not selling till this wave comes back up here, right? I'm not taking my profits until we're back up here, okay? Because up here, everyone's going to be excited again. Everyone's going to be yippee, yippee, yippee. Sui's going to the moon, right? Down here, it's like, oh, it's a bear market. Everybody sell. Everybody run away. It's a bear market. Okay, bear market or bull market, it doesn't matter, folks. We make money in both places, okay? And the bear markets are where you make the most. Like, this opportunity doesn't come, right? These drops don't come like this very often, right? And we're getting massive discounted prices. So the only two things to do with your crypto right now, in my opinion, are to hold or to buy more. There's no reason to sell down here if you believe in what you're buying, okay? Absolutely no reason to sell right now. What else we got? I see one here from Ado. I don't know how to say your name, brother. Sorry. Otto. E-I-L-E-N. E-I-L-E-N. I don't. E-L-I-E-N. E-L-I-E-N. Elon Musk. I don't know, man. I don't trade the new stuff, so I can't really tell you much on that one. Meta we just covered. Meta is just, we're just not looking to buy Meta right now. Okay, it's just sitting in la la land here. It looks like it's going to fall back down to 500. It doesn't look good, right? MACD crossover, red dot on the weekly. I would avoid Meta. HIMS looks good though. I like HIMS here, right? That closed with a really nice candle today, while everything else was selling off. HIMS is up, right? HIMS is up almost 7%. Okay, it looks good here, up above 23. You got the green dot on the weekly. This one looks like it's going to break out here. So our target on HIMS is going to be up here between 53 and 65. Okay, we're always targeting in the red zone. Again, we want to sell the red dot in the red zone. That's where we look to take profits, and we're nowhere near it, right? We have about another 100% to go there on HIMS, but that looks good. That was up today, showing strength along with some of these other names. Lucid bounced a little bit today. NVO's coming back alive here. So healthcare stocks look good. Again, healthcare stocks are another beat-up sector to where, hey, if I didn't want to buy crypto right now and I was holding my MU, what could I rotate into? I could rotate into some healthcare names like HIMS, like NVO. Look at NVO. NVO's down here. This is a huge company. They make $11 billion a quarter. They're down from 150 all the way down here to 42. So I'd rather buy something like NVO, one of the biggest drug-making companies in the world, over something like MU that's all the way up here. Okay, I mean, it's just, to me, that's just how I trade. I want to buy low and sell high, right? You never make profit if you don't take profit, right? It's not a winning trade until you take profits. It's not a losing trade until you sell at a loss. The only thing that separates you from being right or wrong in the market a lot of the time, guys, is just time, right? It's just time. You could be very right now on Micron, but come the next 2-3 months, if we come back down here to 380, you could be very wrong. So that's why I'm never concerned about being right or wrong on stuff, because, again, it's only the matter of time, right? It's only the matter of time before people take profits on MU and this thing comes back to $200-300 bucks. And I just said that, and now everyone's going to go, oh my gosh, it's never going to come back there. Really? You think they said that back here at 150 when it came all the way back to 60? Probably. They're probably saying the same thing. But again, it's just the way the market moves, guys. It's just the way the market moves. And things are in, look at this. This is the euphoria stage, right? People are in euphoria right now because all they got to do is just press a little buy button and they're making money, right? But they're not going to make money because they get greedy and then it sells off, right? And then they're like, oh, better sell at a loss now, right? That's just the way it works. Again, this is why I made this channel 6 years ago, guys, is because I just kept seeing retail traders get smoked, right? You get caught up in the narrative. You get caught up with what the news says, what your favorite influencer says, right? And it's just, right? You get distracted. We look at the data here. Everything I say and talk about is because of the data, right? If something's sitting 70%, 80% off the 4-year average, I'm going to tell you every time, you better sell it. You better take some profits, okay? And not be mad if it goes to 2,000 after that. Because, again, you're doing the right thing here. You're doing the right thing. Bobby says, Hood, can you do that magical overkill push so we can all take our profits? Yeah. Let me just, hold on. Let me just rub my hands together real quick. Robinhood's still looking good, dude. I love Robinhood here. I think it's going to be one of the biggest finance companies in the world, dude. So, yeah, at 82, I love this stock here. If it comes down here to the bottom of the fib at 63, what are we going to do? We're going to buy more. We're going to add to our bags. We're going to load up. Okay, so as long as the dot is green, Bobby, we're bullish here. If it flips red, what can we do? We could set a stop loss, but up above 70, I'd put a stop loss at like $69. Call it a day. The S&P 500 from Uni. Red dot. Again, stocks. Warning sign here. Okay, so what are we doing? We're setting a stop loss right there at 720. If 720 breaks down on the SPY, guys, brace for impact. Okay, we could see a massive sell-off like this. And now we got Iran shooting down a helicopter, an American helicopter. We got all these IPOs coming in, right? There's just so many things right now where a lot of the stocks I'm just not interested in right now, right? I still own stocks, right? I still own NVO, GoodRx, unfortunately DJT. God, look at this stock, man. In the gutter. SoFi. I like SoFi. SoFi looks really good here. Still holding Snapchat. Snapchat's got the red dot, though, this week, so, we got to be cautious of that $5 level there. Had a nice bounce, though, today. It sold off pretty hard, but the buyers stepped right back in to buy it. But a lot of the bigger name stocks, guys, I'd be using a lot of caution right now. Wouldn't be taking too long of positions because it's only the matter of time before this bubble's going to pop, right, for stocks. I mean, just for these names that have ran so high right now, right, and everyone's just bullish, right? Can we keep going? Absolutely. But ultimately, right, it's just stupid to be buying up here. if you're using our strategy. Like if you're buying right now and holding for 6 months, right? It's technically like you're just throwing. You might as well just light your money on fire, right? If you're day trading, great, right? This kind of volatility for a day trader is awesome, but we just don't day trade here, right? We're not day traders. AFM. I don't know what AFM is. I don't see AFM, my brother. What else we got? Meta, we covered. Sui, we covered. STLA. This is a great stock, in my opinion. This is another stock that's really beat up. These guys make Jeep and Dodge and all that stuff, and they're sitting down here at their 2020 low. So again, you can see they bounced right here in 2020. They also bounced right here in 2016 at that $7 level. So I like it here. I actually bought this one, I think, this week. I started a option position on it. I do call out all my trades over here in Overkill Trades. Let me see if I could find the trade for you. It was this week, I'm pretty sure. STLA, yep. I bought the $20 strike for January of 2028 at 25 cents. Again, I'm just buying this one because it's sold off so hard, and it's a huge company, right? They're making $44 billion a quarter, right? They're making a ton of money, okay? And again, they're down here in the gutter at the COVID lows, lowest price since COVID, 6 years, right? Huge company. KTA, good request. This took off today. They had a really, really interesting news article. Keat is a pretty new project. It's part of the Base network. Part of the reason why I bought it. Shout out to Jeff here. Jeff's been putting me onto Base and Aerodrome and stuff like that. But KTA is one of the biggest projects on the SUI market. I'm sorry, on the Base network. But they just announced some kind of partnership over here. I actually retweeted this today, as you guys can see. But they just partnered with the UAE, which are, those guys have a ton of money. They just announced a partnership that they're going to tokenize tens of billions of dollars worth of commodities and modernize cross-border payments in the Gulf Corporation Council region, which is, right, the UAE's like over there in Europe, right? All the what do they call them? I don't know what the word to use is, but the people that wear those hats, right? The guys that produce all the oil, they partnered with them, and they're going to use them. They're going to use KETA to tokenize assets, and we got this signal back here at 15 cents. This is where we entered, so we're already up pretty nicely. It's up 20% today, but I mean, this thing was all the way up here at $1.60 back in 2025. So if it goes back to there, that's a 10x trade, and a partnership like that is pretty interesting for an altcoin that's trading under $100 million market cap right now. $100 million market cap is very, very small. So KETA looks very interesting here. That's a good request. What else we got? We got AIFC. AIFC. Look for the signal on that one. Again, penny stock here, 67 cents. I don't normally mess with penny stocks, but if you want to buy it, wait for the green dot. You did get one right here at 72 cents. It's down 5 cents. You can look to average down on the next green dot. But again, know what you're buying there. What else we got? Ethereum, ETH, again, trading at a 34% discount at the time of making this video. If you're looking at things from the 4-year perspective, way down. We're just looking for the green dot there. Link, same thing. Link, I can't even believe this thing's trading at like $7 right now. I mean, this is just stupid. Like, it doesn't get any stupider than this, guys. This is like buying Microsoft at like $10, in my opinion. It's down 40% from the 4-year. Never been a better time to buy. I started buying at 12. I then bought more at 8, and I have yet to buy it again. I'm just waiting for a signal to potentially average down, but I'm not down 20% off my last buy, so I'm not too worried about it just yet. But if it came down to $5 or $6, which I don't think it's going to, it could, but I wouldn't buy probably till it hits the 5 or 6 range if it were to go that low. Ultimately, I'm just waiting for a green dot. In my opinion here, we're sitting in the middle of a bear trap, guys. We're either here or here on Chainlink. Again, I'm very long on Chainlink. If you guys know anything about Chainlink, it's pretty much the number one. It's the number one play for like fundamentals in crypto, in my opinion. It's pretty much the plumbing of crypto, like their technology, their CCIP. It's needed, and the governments are using it, and pretty much crypto can't exist without Chainlink, right? What they're trying to do, the whole financial system, it doesn't exist without Chainlink. So buying Chainlink down here at a 40% discount, in my opinion, is a generational wealth opportunity here. TEM from Uni. Still green, still looking good. So as long as this holds on to like 42 or down here at like 41, stop loss at 41 on TEM. If 41 breaks, I'd sell it. But as of right now, I would be a buyer. Okay, but you need to use that stop loss down there at 41. ATEC also. Look at the discount you're getting. Okay, I like this one over $6. This looks good. SFM. SFM's got a red dot here, so what are we doing? We're setting a stop loss at the previous low. Stop loss at 75 here on SFM if you're playing that. Again, you entered probably down here at around 65. As long as it holds 75, it looks bullish. You really want to see that breakout over like 90. Any other health non-tech stocks you're looking at? Let's see here. Well, I'll just show you what's in my portfolio here. So I got all the stocks I'm currently holding, and I just went over all these on my portfolio update. So every Monday, which was yesterday, I update you guys on my portfolio. So if you guys want to see what I'm like trading and stuff like that and what I'm thinking, right, this is everything I'm buying, holding, and selling this week. You guys can go to the Overkill trade section. It's also here on YouTube. You can just watch yesterday's live stream. But I talked about my whole portfolio, but the stocks I'm holding right now are HIMS, SOXS. So this is like inverse tech. So this is like buying this is like saying, hey, tech's going to go down, which is SOXS, right? It's an inverse ETF. NVO, Lucid. This is like a gamble. The reason I bought this was because Uber owns 10% of their company, right? They own a 10% stake, and obviously it's in the gutter, right? It's down here at $5. It did get a monthly alert. That's a gamble there, but it's a gamble on Uber investing in them and them, nurturing that partnership, so on and so forth. So that one's more of a gamble than anything, but it's a gamble on that company recovering. I own GoodRx. GoodRx is also a healthcare company. PayPal, I still like PayPal. PayPal's down here at a 10-year low. Lowest price in 10 years. The biggest finance app out there in regards to like payments and stuff like that. I mean, it trading at a 10-year low just doesn't make sense right now. I also own Uber, but it's just dangling on my stop loss. I got a stop loss on Uber at like 60, I think it's at like 68. So I'm watching that one like a hawk. Again, I want to see that green dot pop back. DJT is just garbage. I bought that one at 10. I bought more down at 8. So my average cost is like 9. I'm down like 10% on my position. SoFi looks good. ACN got real close to getting stopped out on this one today, but didn't. My stop loss is I think somewhere around 68 or 67 or something like that. I'm just wanting it to hold. Yeah, I want it to hold that low right there from May 18th. That green candle right there, 165. I want it to hold that. If that breaks, I'll most likely be stopped out, but it did get the MACD crossover. Snapchat, obviously, that's a growth stock. What else? Robinhood, Paramount. I think Paramount's a good, solid safety play here. They pay a dividend, and they just bought the UFC. What other stocks? Path. This is an AI play. Play on AI. CRM. That's a tech play though. More of a software play, and then ServiceNow. Those are the stocks I'm holding. Then I'm shorting Intel. Right, shorting tech. So. But I really like HIMS. The move on HIMS today was really nice. If HIMS can break out of that $31 level, things are going to get really, really fun for HIMS. You should see an explosive move back up here on HIMS. Jason, what's going on, brother? CoinMarketCap showing the Fear and Greed Index at 15, but Spartan AI is showing the Fear and Greed Index at 10. I think it just pulls from two different sites. So I believe the Fear and Greed Index on on this is pulled. See, it's pulled from a different website than CoinMarketCap.com. But yeah, we're at the lowest point we've been on the Fear and Greed Index for crypto. So again, Warren Buffett says buy when they're fearful, sell when they're greedy. We're literally sitting at the lows right now of the Fear and Greed Index. We hit 8, it looks like yesterday. So again, you're either buying when people are scared, or you're buying when people are excited. We want to buy when people are scared, when people are not having a good time. These times suck, guys. I mean, this isn't called despair for any reason. Like, despair is not, you shouldn't feel good right now about your portfolios. Straight up. Like, if you're buying crypto, you should not feel good about where your portfolio is at, right? Everyone that's bought in the last 2 years is either break even or down. So again, if you're buying down in this area, it feels really stupid, right? It feels dumb because you're going against the grain. You're going against what everybody else is saying, what everybody else is doing. Again, we're sitting at massive discounts and everybody's running out of the store. Everything's 40, 50% off and people are rushing out of Costco. They're like, oh, the sale is too good. I'm leaving the store. See you later. Right? And then they're going to come right back in when things are back up here at the highs. That's just how the game goes. Right? They don't have the technical indicators that we have here to make decisions based on data and logic. People are making all their decisions based on hype and emotion, where we make our decisions based on logic and data. I gotta tweet that. That's a good one, dude. That's a good one. Okay, while the majority makes decisions in the market based on hype and, what was the word I used? And emotion, we make decisions based on logic and data, period. Decisions. I like that. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. 1 out of 10. Rate me on that, guys. That's pretty good. We all just came up with that. Amgen, A-M-G-E-N. And I can't wait till the bull market comes back for crypto. I mean, people are way more excited and way more, right, uppity when things are going up. When things are going down, I don't mind jumping on here, but, it's not as fun as it is when everything's going up and to the right, right? When Ethereum's hitting all-time highs, everyone's jacked up. There's 700 people on the live stream. Everyone's having a good time, right? Everyone's hooping and hollering. But down here, I told you guys, right, up here that a lot of you guys probably won't be here in a year, right? I see it. I've been doing this podcast for 5 years, right? These drops phase people out, right? They make people quit. They make people go away, right? Because once again, the smart money, these guys can't buy unless you're selling your bags down here. Does that make sense? There always has to be a buyer and there always has to be a seller. Okay, so these guys, the smart money, I'm talking about the institutions, the banks, the billionaires, the trillionaires, right? They can't sell unless you're excited and buying. And they can't buy unless you're scared and selling. So it's always the opposite of what the herd's doing. And again, we can look at our chart and see, hey, are people fearful or are they greedy? People are greedy up here and they're fearful down here. It's just the way it goes, guys. I don't make the rules. Amgen, I'm sorry. I got frickin' ADD brain. Amgen, you want to hold on to 320. I put a stop loss at 320 and ride that puppy up. Okay, again, that's just the previous low right there. Okay, if that breaks, you would assume, oh, it's going to come down here to, 290 or 300 and tap the 4-year like it did right there, like it did right there, and like it did right there. So I'd use a stop loss right there at 320. Pretty close to the red zone. I don't know too much about this company. They make a decent amount of money. I just use a stop loss at 319. CELH. Celsius still looking good down here at 28. Again, getting a discount here. You're getting about a 32% discount at the moment. It does have a red dot, so if you do want to put that stop loss in there at 27, you can go for it, or you can just have a plan to hold. If it comes down to 23, what are you going to do? You're going to buy more. Okay, 20, where did we bottom here? 21 is where we bottomed in February, and then that thing just went absolutely crazy last year. Okay, again, buying down here, selling up here. What else we got? Link we already covered. Again, massive discount for Chainlink. Generational wealth opportunity, in my opinion, if you're bullish on crypto. SoFi's still looking really good here too. Again, that one's sitting right there on the 4-year average. Again, are we buying when everyone's excited up here at $30? No, we're buying here into the mean. Okay, into the average. I do have a position on SoFi, and I really like it here above that 1490 level. CRWV. Actually, folks, we're just going to leave it right there for today. I'm going to leave it right there. We'll pick up right here at CRWV tomorrow. Same time. I kind of like this time at 3 o'clock. I know I've been a little all over the place with the times, but we will pick up there. I just have something going on at noon every day, and I feel like I rush through the live streams when I do them in the morning, and I just kind of want to take more time to answer your guys' questions and go over your charts and stuff. So we'll pick up tomorrow where we left off. We left off right here at SoFi, so we will pick up right here at CRWV, RGTI, and Robinhood tomorrow. We'll take a look at those. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. Make sure you get over here and enter that 1,000 XRP giveaway in the Discord. If you guys like our trading indicators, you guys can download all my trading layout over here inside the Discord, meaning you will get all the same indicators that we used in today's video, the Fibonacci zones, the red and green dots, the MACD, the EMA ribbons, everything we talked about here today. You guys can get all of that by clicking on this link right here. It takes a couple of clicks and everything loads right up into your TradingView account. Again, if you're new, check out the free trading course. There's like 13 videos in that. That pretty much goes over our strategy, our indicators, everything you need to know. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, we do have a support chat over here. Our team is happy to answer your questions. With that being said, if you guys got some value, smash a like. If you're watching the replay and you made it all the way through, let me know down in the comments section. God bless you guys. We'll see you tomorrow back here on YouTube for some more requests. Have a great evening, and we'll chat soon.